Hi, it's me now. It's me again. so, I don't know, I just decided that I wanted to try doing this with like a video or something. Well, obviously, like, without, you know, got this guy here. My favorite guy. So we're back with like another edition of Unfiltered Thoughts, probably. I'm not even sure if this makes the cut, but I hope this makes the cut. If this makes the cut, you'll see it. I don't know. Maybe I'll review it later on like the rest of my fucking videos. I'll actually review one of them to make sure that the quality's up to par or something like that. So what brings me here today, you might ask? I should like flail this guy around a little bit more. So I was thinking about talking about something about along the lines of dreams. When you have a lofty dream, Jesus, I don't even know where to start with this. I guess that's why people use a script, right? I was more thinking along the lines of, because I've been trying to build up to become something, even though there's not really much to show about it. But like, I mean, I've been doing like stuff, things, etc. Maybe I'm not too sure, but like, it got me thinking about uh what it means to have dreams. When you think about what you want to be and what you aspire to be, there's really like, you'll realize that a lot of people are probably not what they want to be, and that you are most likely also doomed to that same pattern. But looking at a lot of anecdotes and, just like looking through like stories, watching shows, everything, that always comes this theme where someone has to, work at the side and pursue their dreams, and then, it's a glorified version. They eventually hit what they want to become, and then it's very cool. Like, you want to become like a movie star, and then like they picture the struggle, and then he's just like waltzing on in life, and then like trying really hard to get by, trying to get uh opportunities to become the movie actor, and then you eventually become a movie actor or something like that. Yeah, that's the kind of like the idealized process behind pursuing a dream. But then you realize that in the real world, most people probably are not what they dreamed they would become. Like, you probably wouldn't have a whole building of like uh, office workers that just got there because, hey, I really wanted to work in an office job. You really don't have like people who work in retail thinking that they wanted to work in retail the entire time. Well, but like, that's kind of generalizing, I think. Like, there's probably people who do want to work there. I mean, like, they might want to be a little bit higher up in the position, the hierarchies, but that's beside the point. At least they're there. What, like, there has to be people who are not where we want to be, and I feel like that has to end up in the majority. But it's probably a different issue from what I'm thinking about. It's not that people don't end up where they want to be, as in like, well, people don't end up where they want to be, but it doesn't feel like it's much of a problem for them sometimes. To me, I think, like, when I walk down the street, no one, like, I feel like, I mean, people probably like deep down they probably have concerns, but like interacting with friends and like family, maybe, like, no one really thinks twice about it. They'll just do it. But there's only so much time in the world that you have in this world, and that, like, maybe that's why people say your time, like, life is short, because when you think about it, life is short because there are lofty things you want to achieve that you could probably never achieve in the given time frame that you have now. It is short because you aren't getting it, and that's why it's short. But it's also, I think it's because it takes a lot of dedication and effort to get to the place that you want to be if you want to pursue your dreams. Like, for example, I want to sing, so I take like lessons. I try to like do so many takes and over and over and over again. I don't think I'm getting too far, but like it is something like I would like to become. But then I'm gonna have to eventually graduate from you know, the current obligations I have, and I'm going to have to work to survive. And while I work to survive, what could I possibly like end up doing that I would enjoy? Even if I don't enjoy it, will the remainder time be enough to pursue a dream? I don't think so. It's kind of, it's like all of what I stated is kind of obvious, but you realize that in this current world, a lot of people end up just eventually settling to work and then use what you've worked for leisure afterwards. Nobody, like, I mean, it's not that nobody really pursues a dream. It's like, it's almost as if like the outcome is already preordained. You know it's not gonna happen, so you're not gonna work for it. It's not some sort of motivational thing I'm trying to like get at here. It's just the reality of it is that it's most likely not going to happen, and people often give up, and I think that's kind of sad. Like, personally, I also kind of lament that future for me, because I feel like that has to come to pass eventually. And like, I don't know what, if doing these things probably won't get me anywhere as well. Like, maybe like 10 years down the road, maybe I get at least some sort of viewer base. So like this video has to go into the darkness of the times where nobody gets to really see it anymore, because then I have to maintain like an image or something. Nobody will really ever get to see that at that point. But like at this current point, that's all of this is kind of like just sidetracking. Like, it's just the dream, the things that you want to do might just be too big sometimes, and under the weight of it you'll probably forget that you even wanted to do them in the first place. But I kind of understand that most people just, you do what you have to do to survive. That's just how it is. I think it is kind of regrettable, but I don't know. Most of these like Unfiltered Thoughts videos just don't really go anywhere, because the questions I ask, they don't really have any like specific answer or something like that. Like, most, it's just kind of like just food for thought. There's no real answer to why do you have dreams? Why do you not have dreams? What are your dreams? There's not much answer. It's different for everybody. Maybe it's just because the kind of dreams I've experienced and the kinds of aspirations that I've encountered personally, and like most of the ones in stories and the ones that you hear about are the big dreams, the people who overcome giant struggles and become what they want to be, and the big successes. You see the big successes more than like just the normal people. Like, I could say that I want to like sing. Yes, I want to sing, but will I become like internationally like world famous? Probably not. But like the idea of succeeding in music would mean that would be like, it's just ingrained into your mind that, oh crap, the successful singers are really famous. And then you think about like the multiple, big faces in the industry, like, and then you just start getting demotivated, demoralized. And then, but like, if you pursue it normally, there is probably just the normal, just the people like down under who don't really get like much fame. A lot of people are talented at stuff like that as well, and they have put in their efforts, but then they also don't find like the overwhelming boom success. So I don't know. Are dreams all based on marketing? But then like if you get a job like marketing stuff, is that really like what you want it to be? I mean people could want to do marketing. Like when you consider every factor and every human, there's just so many infinite possibilities of what they are thinking, what they want, what they can become, what they are already. That it's just mind blowing, I guess. It's just so much of a tangent. I don't really understand where I'm even going at this point, but it's one of those things that like I just wanted to like randomly talk about, like, is dreams. What do you want for yourself in the future? What can you reasonably give up? How much time can you put into it? And like, I don't know, for for the people that don't have something like reasonably grand. I mean, I don't know. Tell me if like that is something that you would want to do. Just get a really normal, stable living. You just take a smooth path through life. Was that is that fulfilling? Is that satisfying? I don't I don't know because I can't vouch for everybody. I want I want to know like how uh how satisfying, like how gratifying the experience is. And then there are people who work hard towards a dream and then know and realize halfway that they can't get they can't make any headway. I'll probably fall into this like eventually. So we can probably like look in like future me, and I'll probably answer the question back like later on. But like I don't have the experience for that right now. And then there's people who succeed, I guess, which is honestly great. You I'd say I'm supposed to feel happy about that, but I don't really know who it is that I'm talking to. But like good for you, I guess. Yeah, there's it's just kind of like a long rambling video of not doing much at all. Uh, what else do I even say about this topic? Most topics I go into don't have the specific answers. I think I said that like literally just now. But like I just wanted to think about how lofty the because when you think of like how lofty it is to have dreams right now, because when you think about having like a dream, you would mostly think of like the the stars, the big leagues. Like if you're a basketball player, you think about the NBA, something like that. And like obviously as like a layman, you most likely be out of reach. You're just one out of like, what's the population now? Is it still 7 billion? I'm losing track of time. Is it 10 billion now? I don't know, 8 billion, 10 billion, something billion. You're just one guy. What are the bloody odds? Something like that. I don't know. It's kind of pessimistic. It's kind of sad, but there are things you can work towards that you get you like what you want to do, I guess. But then obviously you're not like, I guess maybe the point of this has been to like has come to it like it's all like convened at a certain point at a certain point where I can say maybe that maybe dreams are just way too idealized, I suppose. like like a dream could start like down, like could just be normal, like normal If you're a basketball player, you play normally for like normal leagues, I guess. You're good, but like no one will ever hear your name, but you get paid somehow, I guess, some way, just enough to keep going and keep going. But you'll never like reach what you thought you wanted to become, like NBA Michael Jordan, something like that. You most likely won't reach that. But if you manage to make your career what you wanted to be, then you technically fulfill your dream. So at what point have you accomplished a dream? If you've Because you have to follow a really 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 far out place. You have to aspire to be that far out place. You be in that place, be in the person's shoes. You go for it, but at what point, if like getting close to it, at what point have you actually just already, do you feel satisfied already? Like, I think that differs for everybody. I don't know, because I mean, I know people who just, you know, they just think about what's right ahead. They'll do part-time jobs on their vacation times. They'll do internships, boost their portfolios. They'll do, they'll just graduate, get a stable, very decently well-paid job, and that's about it. That's it. That's great. Kudos to you. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe might be something suppressed, or like just some dreams thrown away in the process. Everybody has a process like that. Everybody gets to where they are now because they've done things. People have thrown away their dreams. People still hold on to them naively, like I do. But I guess that's just the nature of humans. So, I don't know. What's the moral of the story here? Because like, this video's gone on for a really long time, just ranting and ranting about the same thing over and over and over again. And Almanac has barely made any like, just close up shots. Barely made any of those. It's just been like me flailing my arms around doing things. And like, what's the moral of the story? I don't know. Set realistic expectations for your dreams, I guess, is what the moral of the story is. See? Yeah. Omnight agrees. Yup, he agrees. Who am I to judge? Agrees. Set realistic expectations for your dreams. You might not become as big as it is, but if you enjoy the process and if you enjoy where you got to, it's probably good time to either slow down, remanage, reassess, and then keep going afterwards, because most people aren't gonna reach stardom in whatever they want to aspire to be. Most of this applies to like sports, arts, music, etc. All of that tends to be those like, or writing also, I guess, tends to be those touchy ones where nobody really knows if you can bust into the industry. I don't know. I don't have experience personally, not yet at least. I'm hoping to get some, maybe, but that's a different story. I guess the point now is to say, you should probably temper your expectations a little bit. Like, you dream to become like, I don't know, why do I keep going back to the basketball analogy? Like, maybe like the only guy I know is like Michael Jordan. I guess the analogy works. So if you aspire to be in the shoes of Michael Jordan, per se, you just have to work towards it, knowing you most likely will never reach it. It's really grim, but that has to be some sort of truth. Maybe you'll fall slightly short. You'll be in like minor leagues. I don't know what the hell basketball terms are there. Yeah, something like that. Maybe you'll be that. I, it, it should be satisfactory enough. And if it's not satisfactory at that point, you should temper it a little bit and look back, reflect, and realize that you've gotten quite far. And it's good enough. Maybe still not good enough, but, reasonably, you have accomplished your dreams to that extent. I think that the entire point of that was just was like it's like to say that you can chase your dreams. Just know that you're not gonna hit the highest point of your dreams, but set like 60% sounds pretty good. 70% sounds pretty good too. Like you're not gonna be. Most people aren't gonna be topping like Oricon charts or like Billboard. Most people won't top those. Who like how you can count on like 1-2 hands or maybe like all of these tentacles how many artists appear on the fucking Billboard probably. And like if you manage to do it, absolutely props to you. But like I don't know, there has to be a ton of artists around that just barely ever get recognition. So yeah, but I think the people who don't get recognition are also living their good life because they're doing what I suppose they're doing what they want. If not, they wouldn't they most likely wouldn't dabble in like some of the most not it's just not stable industries where you could come in and get booted out in the fucking fraction of a second. I don't know about that though. I'm just speaking by like inferences. But yeah, have good, well managed aspirations to go towards. I think that's the key idea I wanted to talk about this time. I'm not too. I don't know. That's just bullshitting, by the way. I just came in like, I want to talk about dreams, and here I come up with like some cool moral of the story. You temper your dreams, temper your expectations. You make sure to pat yourself on the back when you accomplish something, like get some checkpoints in there. Get some checkpoints. 25% of it, good job. You get a gold star, baby. Get a gold star on that. And yeah, just keep yourself motivated and know what you can and what you want to do, and just like do the cross relation of that together. I don't know, does it sound motivational? It's not really motivational. It's a really grim video telling you that you can't become like the biggest thing you want. And then there are okay, I mean that's gonna be on a different tangent, but I'll just touch on it slightly. Because Chubby Emu, if you have ever watched his videos, also has something about that. You can't be what you want sometimes. So the idea of it is that there are things that people just are not suited to as well. And you could have been doing like just touching on it and realizing it's just not for you and you can't manage, and you should move on to something else, which is probably the idea that probably the phenomenon that I had when I said people forget about their dreams. So the people who persist really really hard with their dreams, I guess it's not exactly like I think pursuing your dreams is a good thing, but I guess it's just when up to there's so many different extents at which you should like cut it short or keep going, or just I don't really know. There's so many factors coming in. Like you have to think about an individual's life, you have the financials to sustain this, and then if it stops being fulfilling, do you just cut it short? Like if you just realize that it just isn't for you, then obviously you don't do it. But people who still want to do it and don't want to divert course and want to keep working hard at it, at the one thing that they've dreamed to do for like a really long time. I don't have the heart to sort of dissuade people like that, but it's a really rough ride for anyone who does that. The thing about effort, being able to putting in effort will give you results, but for some people, different people will get different results putting in different kinds of efforts for different kinds of feats. People are not talented at the same way, is what I'm trying to say. So if you want to pursue the dream and you really are taking snail's pace, I guess that's when you might want to think about it a little bit more, because then you realize you come back to the point where everyone says life's too short. Will you want to toil all this way to a dream that you might never reach? I don't know. I cannot give the answer to that, because personally I like seeing success. I want to see the underdog like rise up a little bit. I don't want to hope for people to fail. But there's too many dreams and too little positions in the stardom seats for everybody who has a dream to fill it. Too few seats. Sorry. Out of vacancies. Not everybody can shine bright. But if you just emit your faint glow to show that you're here, to show that you've tried, and to show that you have very nice things as well. You have done very nice things. You have accomplished certain things in it, and like, other things. Just emit that faint light that you are. And I think that's just enough, I think. A lot of I thinks in my podcast, because I truly can only think, and think. Is that a catchphrase or something? I hear a catchphrase. Oh, we're not gonna get into that. It's 7 a.m. right now. Plus 8 GMT. I should be sleeping soon, but I probably will watch a few more videos and like pop this in the video editor and like slap some words on it as well. So we'll end it off here. You out there, you are a star. You with the dreams, you with your future all hit, you are a star. You may not shine very bright, but you can emit the faint glow that only those others around you can indulge in, and it will feel warm because it's yours, and it is yours to share with the people around you. And then you can all partake in the small faint glows you have together and make it a very, very nice, comforting place to be. That sounds really cheesy, but with that, Unfiltered Thoughts episode comes to an end. If you like the content, be sure to like it. No, 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 I'm not gonna do that. Sure. Yeah, but do leave comments. Do like and subscribe. I don't know. Yeah, but like, cause like this kind of content isn't that. It's not that fun. It is not that frequent either. Well, the last one was like almost a month ago maybe. But yeah, if you liked it, be sure to let me know. I will most likely be done with Dry Flower very soon. I'm starting to practice floss. I might want to do an English song every so often, but I don't know which English song to do. English songs, huh? Okay, that's for me to think about in my spare time, not in an Unfiltered Thoughts episode. So, that's it for today. I hope this makes the cut. I think this should make the cut, right? Look how cute this guy is. This should make the cut, probably. So it's gonna be the pilot video, Unfiltered Thoughts. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have some ideas on what you want me to talk about, also like whatever, just inputs, whatever, just leave them down in the comments. You know, fucking send me a tweet, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, this is Unfiltered Thoughts, where the thoughts are not filtered. I don't have a script in front of me because, I mean, I've been staring at crazy Ollie's face this entire time. Like, it's just a meme on the Reddit. So yeah, there is no script. What is over here is just my recording monitoring. So yeah, Unfiltered Thoughts, no script, no edit, outside of putting in words on the videos. Outside of that, nothing else. So yeah, that will be episode 4, 3, 5, somewhere. I don't know. I haven't been keeping track because I've been doing takes for Unfiltered Thoughts that I don't think will like see the light of day. So for now, I'm not keeping track. But this episode feels like it's been nice. It's a 30-minute video though, and it really goes nowhere. But hey, I guess that's the point of Unfiltered Thoughts. Hey, what do you come here for? I don't know. Unfiltered Thoughts, I guess. Just listen to Omnite and this guy talk randomly about stuff that probably doesn't matter. I don't know. I shouldn't drag this out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. And when my song covers come out. Hopefully I don't have to take 20 more of them, 20 more takes. Whatever. Bye bye. Ciao. Buenos dias. Sayonara. 再见. I'm not gonna end with that. Bye.